Well, hello, it's Monday, 31st, last day of March. Cheers, starting this over because I was having some problems with my camera. I don't know why, but it's okay. Seems to be okay now. Cheers. I'm glad I'm starting over because I started the last one talking about the passing of a friend, but you all don't know her, so I don't need to talk about that on camera. I'm thinking about it, but I don't have to talk to y'all about it. Overall, it was an interesting weekend. I don't know why I said that. Actually, it was not. It was a quiet weekend. Um, it was another weekend where it's like I just, for the most part, have to avoid the news because it's so bad. That earthquake in Myanmar, and I won't even talk about the madness in America. I won't. So, folks, thank you very much. I'm actually very surprised at the response to the improvised music set that I put on Bandcamp. You people are buying it. So much to the point that I actually got a hold of one of the other guys in the trio. The drummer, Phil, is apparently not on social media, probably a wise man. But I let the guitar player know I put up our set for free download and I'm making money. And so I gave him a third of what I have made, and the other third will go to Phil if he wants it when I see him. I play with him again next month. A very nice surprise. I'm pleased with the response to the music. Someone asked if I was going to make a CD. No. That run of CDs that I did, which I still have available, was something I'd been wanting to do regarding my own music and the just the amount of stuff that I've recorded over the years that I like, and just finally realized this is good enough to share with anyone. But the idea of just running off and making a CD every time I do something, no. And we'll see, because I have another gig at Project next month, another improvisation night with Kyle and some other people. They record everything, so we'll see. Maybe eventually I will, if there's enough performances where I'm thinking, okay, we'll see. But right now, no, not the trio. So I've gone through this closet here all the way and reorganized it because there was a lot of CDs I couldn't get to. I had to empty the closet to get to them. I knew there was stuff that I had that I was buried in there. So, like, for example, recently, Dwayne Riggins, is it Riggins? Wiggins. Dwayne Wiggins of Toni, unfortunately passed away recently. And I knew I had this because I got it when it came out as a promo. But this is a badass band and an example of a band that I wished could have crossed over to mainstream success. Just a little too black, I guess. Really good, though. Real good band. And I relate to them as a Higgins to the Wiggins and the brothers in that band. I was in a band with my brothers for a while. And this is good stuff. They had a minor hit off of here, If I Had No Loot. And if there were any other hits on here that I don't know. But really good band. And rest in peace, Dwayne. Seemingly too young to be going 60. I'm going to be 70. And it's like, I just want people to live forever. I do. Cheers, people. So I'll show some music. What I've been working on, though, is a piece called A Symphony of Sound. Now, that term has been used a million times, but what I'm doing, and I was even further encouraged by seeing this documentary on contemporary music called Beautifully Scary, where they talk to everyone from George Crumb to Charles Warrenen to Elliot Carter, Terry Riley, of course Steve Reich and Philip Glass and people like that, and Pauline Oliveros. Listening to them talk and just seeing the program further encouraged me. I was already working on it. I used the MIDI keyboard in sampling, and as you know, when you get those packs of sounds with MIDI, you get like a range of sound effects. I hardly ever use those. I don't think anyone ever does. But what I've endeavored to do at different times is to load the keyboard with samples, each key being a different sample. And I've basically what I've been doing, I'll show some records in a minute, is I've made a particular folder of samples that I've collected over the years that go together in my mind. And so I'm working on a piece. I've already recorded a 4-minute example of it, a symphony of sounds, where literally I'm playing the sounds like on the keyboard, like a composition. Well, it is. And that's one of the night listens I listened to last 2 nights in a row, was this thing that I'm working on for my next, for my grapefruit performance show. And it's really coming together, and it is. It's a composition. It's not just random, and that was the other thing that I liked about watching the documentary on contemporary music, is that some people really put a lot of thought and work into their pieces, and nobody really knows. But that's not the point. The artist does what the artist does. That's what I'm doing. Anyway, to get to some music, rest in peace, Dwayne. I listened to one of my favorites. Showing the Jan Hammer has me thinking, go through and pull some favorites. That would be quite a chore. I keep thinking about doing it, and I just haven't gotten to it yet. But one of the favorites that I played, and I should be, yeah, there it is. Well, I played both of these. I did it the easy way on CD. Visions of the Emerald Beyond, Mahavishnu Orchestra. I love this album. Love John McLaughlin, Narada Michael Walden. But I started here. This is an absolute favorite. This is an absolute monster album to this day. I don't know how many copies of this I've owned. This is not my first copy, because, again, I think it was Everett or one of us in high school. This came out, in 1972, I think? Somebody in my group got a copy. I didn't have the money. We were just blown away. I still remember this one day. I was on student council, and I was at school, and someone brought us to school. And we were so blown away that we forgot to go to class in the morning. We're in the student council office, just blown away by this music. Gotta get some more coffee. And it stands to this day. Everything about it just shoots sparks. Billy Cobham's drumming is a revelation. John McLaughlin and Jerry Goodman and Jan Hammer are on fire. And Rick Laird just holds everything down. Intermounting Flame. This is, I've said it, and I'll say it again. John McLaughlin is not recognized for revolutionizing Western music. He's done some things that no one else had done before. And when I listen to this, I hear it. Amazing. It's amazing. Which led to me playing this all the way through, which is the second version of Mahavishnu Orchestra, Visions of the Emerald Beyond. Not so much a different affair, but a refinement with strings, and the focus is the same, spiritual. I saw this band live. It was amazing. It was fantastic. This is a great album, Visions of the Emerald Beyond. Those are two things that got played besides me working. And I watched a couple other documentaries. I'm trying to remember what they were. The contemporary one was wonderful, but this got pulled too. McLaughlin with Shakti, and we just lost Zakir Hussain, rest in peace, who I thankfully got to meet and have dinner with years ago. I have a couple of night listens I'll show. Man, I want to get another cup of coffee, but I'm just going to wait. I'll show. I have a few items of vinyl to show because, like I said, I've really been. No, not really. Nothing really different. I have some gigs, and so I'm focused on that. What are some records that I played? Well, a few days ago, I listened to this, the soundtrack to Spasmo by Ennio Morricone. I love this cover, these graphics, and this glossy finish. And outside of the context of the movie, this music is just very interesting and kind of cool, kind of proggy. I love that. Strange graphic. It was interesting. I mean, it just kept me listening, and at no time did I wonder, well, I wonder what's happening in the movie at this point. Doesn't matter. It's the music. I try to watch movies, and they just don't do it for me. It's another one from a couple days ago, where I bought this knowing that Jan Ackerman of Focus had been in the band once, but he's not on this album. Brainbox Parts. And this has aged well. I like it more now than ever because I was always put off. It has progressive parts, and then it has the blues and country songs, which would always, like, you know. But I'm glad to say that I'm in a better headspace now, more accepting, and just this is what they were doing, and I can understand more now why people would reflect their roots like this on the wonderful Harvest label. I just love this label. Jan Ackerman's not in the band on this, but the guitar player on this is a monster, and the progressive rock songs on here are very progressive, and the band is jamming. This is really good. Brainbox Parts. I'll say it again, I'm really enjoying how much I'm rediscovering what's in my own house. I don't even have to go buy anything. Like, for example, I saw on Friday that in the new releases video for Homers, they showed that the Smile has a new 12-inch 45. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. Not a big deal. It really isn't. Stephen Wilson said it recently. There's too much music in the world. There is. What else did I play? Well, I played this again. The Harmonia and reworks. The reworks are real good. I like this a lot. This one got played yesterday, one side. And this is something that I bought on the recommendation of Simon Joyner down at Grapefruit Records. Because when I saw it, it's like, I mean, there's nothing appealing about the cover. Dominique Lawalree, First Meeting. I mean, that's a real plain, unflattering photograph of the artist. I forget what it was that Simon said about this record, but he was right. This is keyboard-oriented. Some things are just a solo keyboard performance, but there's a melodic touch here that is unique and really good. Brings to mind quiet pieces like Eric Satie. I can't think of the other. There's other people like that, but that's the name that always comes to me. This was real pleasant. You can't tell by the cover. This is very, very good. Some kind of label, small label or a label I don't know. Lots of good stuff. Lots of good stuff on these shelves here. Played this yesterday. I really disliked this cover. The lady just looks like she's being victimized to me. Acid Mother's Temple and the Melting Paraiso UFO. Cometary Orbital Drive to $21.99. That is such a tasteless cover. And I forgot that I got this autographed by the band. I'd completely forgotten that. I've seen Acid Mothers 2 or 3 times now, and Kawabata Makoto remembers me. Something is going on with my camera on my computer. I just saw it do that again. My shit's falling apart. This is real crazy. They repeat the riff until it becomes over 2 records. They just keep taking it over and over, just to a crazy. It is. It's wild. And you either get lost in the maelstrom of sound that they build, or you get bored with it and you take it off. And I listened to 2 sides of this, enjoyed it. Here's one where I bought it. I had an original of their first album, Mighty Baby. Had it as a teen. Liked it, and it was just back when I was just young and crazy and didn't keep the record. I've replaced it, but I used to have an original. And this is their other album, A Jug of Love, a reissue. This one is not as interesting as their first album to me. It's just the one song on here. The Happiest Man in the Carnival is what I really like. This is mostly kind of country, and I don't care for that. I don't care for this big country revival. That's, well, whatever you call it. All this country music that's really popular, I don't like any of it. I don't. And I know I'm not paranoid, but there's something strange about it. There seems to be something deliberate about all this country music being shoved back into the mainstream. That's what it looks like to me, that it's been done on purpose and it's working, and it just goes along with this conservative shit that's going down, that's really weird. I don't like the country music that's coming out at all. And so yesterday I listened to this Tangerine Dream, Force Majeure. My Tangerine Dream is right here. I almost started to play this, but I know what this sounds like, Stratosphere. This one I couldn't remember. And this gets better. It starts off so-so, and then that's interesting about Tangerine Dream. It's like they'll do things that are kind of mediocre, then they'll show, the flashes of brilliance. And this has it. Force Majeure. And I used to have this on clear vinyl. Once again, it's like, I don't know why I sold it. It doesn't matter, really, does it? So to wrap up our show, those didn't get played. These got played. And I think this artist sent these to me. Agate Rollings. This is their first album, Agate Rollings, early 2000s. This is Ambient. This is very good. Lost Battle Against Failure. But the one that really got me is their second album. They sent me 2. I'm pretty sure they sent these to me. Glass. This is highly recommended. Agate Rollings, Glass. Highly recommend this. This got played twice. I went to bed listening to it, and when I had to get up, I put it on again when I went back to bed. Long ambient. There is an aspect of the hazy sound of early Tangerine Dream where it sounds like things were emerging out of a cloud of smoke or something. And then the long, beautiful tones like you get with Eno and stuff. They do that on this to great effect. Agate Rollings glass. This is very good. I highly recommend this. Highly recommend it. Last thing I'll show is this is something else that Fortran 5, Time to Dream. It's interesting because I'd forgotten that Fortran 5 actually was the duo I Start Counting. And then this is their version of trying to be commercial. It's very dance-oriented. They use a lot of different singers, including Larry Graham of Graham Central Station. And it's just okay. It's real obviously purpose-driven as opposed to being something truly creative. You can hear the people making the music are very creative, but it's a product. So that's what I have really to share this morning. And let's end it there. Let's try to have a good week, okay?